Celebrity pain has become a billion-dollar industry, and no one exemplifies this better than Khloé Kardashian. Her transformation from ugly sister to emotional profit center reveals something deeply troubling about how we monetize vulnerability.
That's such a fascinating angle to explore. What made you start seeing her story through this particular lens?
Well, I've been tracking this pattern where her most profitable business ventures perfectly align with her most painful public moments. It's not coincidence, it's a carefully engineered system that turns trauma into revenue.
You know what's really striking about that? The way it all started with her being positioned as the relatable Kardashian.
Exactly. And here's where it gets interesting. That ugly sister narrative wasn't just thrust upon her, it became the foundation of a multi-million-dollar brand strategy. Every insecurity, every comparison to her sisters became marketable content.
The transformation of that vulnerability into a business asset is pretty remarkable when you think about it.
And what's fascinating is how this model has evolved. Take her relationship history. Each betrayal generated massive engagement spikes. The Lamar Odom saga alone drove over 50 million social media interactions.
So if we follow that pattern, each personal crisis becomes a launching pad for new ventures.
Precisely. After the Tristan Thompson scandal, her Good American brand saw a 200% increase in social media engagement. Every tearful confession, every public breakdown translates directly to market value.
That's such a dark correlation between personal pain and profit margins.
And here's what makes this system truly insidious. The revenge body phenomenon. It's not just about physical transformation. It's about monetizing the very concept of healing. The show averaged 750,000 viewers per episode, each one built on the foundation of her personal struggles.
That really puts her constant physical transformations in a different light, doesn't it?
Consider this. Every time she undergoes a major physical change, her social media engagement increases by an average of 300%. The system literally rewards her for maintaining visible signs of emotional struggle.
You know what's fascinating about that? The way it creates this perpetual cycle of crisis and incomplete recovery.
Exactly. And here's the data that proves it. During periods of personal crisis, her brand partnerships increase by approximately 40%. The system has essentially monetized her inability to fully heal.
That must take an enormous psychological toll, constantly performing a vulnerability for public consumption.
Studies show that celebrities who maintain this kind of public emotional exposure are 3 times more likely to experience sustained psychological distress. But here's the catch. Their market value depends on it.
The way you're describing it is almost like emotional capitalism has created a new form of labor.
And it's incredibly profitable. The global celebrity personal brand market is worth over $50 billion, with emotional content driving the highest engagement rates, up to 8 times higher than standard promotional content.
That really makes you question the ethics of how we consume these personal narratives.
Look at the numbers. Posts about personal struggles generate 70% more engagement than success stories. We've created an ecosystem where pain is literally more valuable than power.
So what do you think it would take to break this cycle?
That's the million-dollar question, literally. When your pain generates millions in revenue, healing becomes a liability. Studies show that celebrities who step away from this model typically see a 60% decrease in engagement.
The system seems designed to make authentic healing almost impossible.
And that's the real tragedy. We are not just watching one person's journey anymore. We are witnessing the industrialization of emotional vulnerability. The average celebrity trauma narrative generates 5 times more revenue than traditional content.
That's such a sobering thought about where celebrity culture is headed.
And perhaps that's the most important takeaway. This isn't just about Khloé Kardashian. It's about a $50 billion industry built on the premise that healing should be public, pain should be profitable, and vulnerability should be monetized.
That really makes you think about our role as consumers in perpetuating this system.
Especially when you consider that social media engagement with celebrity trauma content has increased by 300% in the last 5 years. We are not just observers. We're active participants in this ecosystem of monetized pain.